Do we make decisions? That might sound silly at first, but I want to share a story with you guys, and afterwards you may more so know what I'm talking about. Um, and afterwards I will dive into it as usual. But this is a story from a man known as Ram Dass, who is somebody that I have learned a great deal from the past 3 years of my life, I'd say. Just what he did with his life and the way he describes things has really, taught me a lot of things. But, anyways, this is a story from him, and it revolves entirely around this whole decision making thing. Are we the ones making decisions? So, you may not know who Ram Dass is, and I'm not going to go, greatly into detail in the story, but I'll try to be as concise about it as I can. Um, but Ram Dass was on a bus with a bunch of his other guru bai, as he calls them, which are just other devotees of the guru, which that Ram Dass had. And they were all on this bus together, and they were visiting different areas of India, going around sightseeing, eating at different places, and just kind of, seeing around India. And Ram Dass, being the oldest of the devotees, was looked at as, like the head of what was going on. Everybody would ask him where they were going and what was going to go on next. And that day that they were out riding around, there was a very large Indian festival going on, and a few of the devotees wanted to go to this festival. So they went and asked Ram Dass, hey, there's this really big festival going on, and it's not too far from where we're headed right now. Could we go there? And Ram Dass said something like, maybe, or I'll think about it. And then he said he was thinking. They were going to be going. I don't know the exact destination, but they were going to be going further down the road to just keep going to their original destination. And Ram Dass said he was thinking about it. And at first, he was like, no, we're not gonna split off from where we're going, because they had a bus driver that was driving them all around. And he just figured, no, I'm not gonna hassle the bus driver. We'll just keep going to our normal location. And then he says he starts thinking, and who am I to choose where these people are going? And he runs up to the bus driver and says, take a right here to the festival. In which the bus driver takes a right to the festival rather than continuing on where they were going. A little ways down the road, before they get to this festival, their guru and a disciple are walking down the side of the road. Now, Ram Dass said he hadn't seen his guru in over 2 years, I think it was, because he was just so elusive and hard to find. And here he was walking down the side of the road with this random guy. And they stop the bus, and everybody's, getting out of the bus and laughing and crying and just hysterical because this Maharaji was his name. It's like, what is Maharaji doing here? Maharaji says to his devotee, who was also a translator, he said, come with us. Something along the lines of, come with us or follow us. So they didn't even think about it and just carried on following Maharaji and this guy down the side of the road. And he took them off the road up into this valley where there was this house. And into the house they went, and there were 33 meals prepared at the ready for them all. 33 is 32 people on the bus plus the bus driver. Meals all ready to go for every single one of them. Now, if you didn't get the bang or moral of that story, they weren't going to go down that road that goes to the festival. They weren't going to go that way. They had planned to go somewhere else. And randomly, Ram Dass was asked, "Yo, can we go here?" And he says, "Okay, we'll go there," and tells the bus driver to take a right. Shortly down that road, they encounter the guru, which they haven't seen in years. 2 years, not, The guru takes all of them, including the bus driver, to a house where there's a meal prepared for every single one of them. Ready. Now, these meals took a long time to make. Longer than they were on their bus ride that day. How did the guru know that a bus of 33 people was going to be driving by him? Because how are these meals being prepared for them? How did they know? How did they know, Do you see what I'm saying? And Ram Dass says, who's doing the decision making? Who's really making the decisions? And I guess this is a good breakaway into, I guess, what I wanted to talk about, which is roughly the same thing. Who's really doing the decision making? From my whole perspective on this, and because I haven't really thought about it much. This is a concept I haven't thought about much, so I'm kind of just going off the whim here, speaking about it, because I haven't really philosophized on it or even elaborated it to myself. But the way I look at it is, we do think we are the ones making decisions, I'm choosing to pick this coffee cup up. I'm choosing to take a sip. And right there, you see that? That's what I'm talking about. Who just chose to put that coffee cup down? That was not conscious in my brain. Would you consider that a decision? You see? There are things going on that we could evidentially call decisions that no one was there deciding. And you think you're the one deciding when you lay your attention on something that you think you're choosing between things. You know what I mean? But there's a part of your being that is choosing things all the time, Choosing to put the cup down. Choosing to say the words I'm saying right now. Am I choosing to do all this stuff? It feels like it when you lay your attention on it. Okay, am I gonna pick up the red ball or the green ball? I'm gonna pick up the red ball, It feels like you chose that, But if there was some prerequisite that you were just gonna grab a ball, there's no decision making besides grab the ball, which you won't even apply in your field of attention upon grabbing the ball. The ball being grabbed will just happen. Like this. Am I choosing to make a fist? Or am I making a fist, I guess, is another way to put it. Am I telling my brain to do that? Am I telling my neurons, do I know how my neurons work? Do I know how to run? That's just in that concept. Like right now I'm trying to choose what to say. But interestingly enough, as I just began speaking, I didn't make the choice to start saying that. It feels like it. Everything I'm saying right now just you know, your identity can't even keep up with it. Your sense of self can't even keep up with what's going on. Your decision making, is an illusion of knowing the future, thinking there's a future, or thinking there's a past that you're comparing it to. Who's doing the decision making? Back to the red and green ball. If I pick up the red ball, did I pick up the red ball? Me, what I call me, Or did the red ball get picked up? And I'm not talking about like semantics, the way things are worded, which is weird because it's the way I'm communicating with you right now. But whether or not your identity or attention is laid onto what's going on, be it a decision-making situation or not, decisions are made to the point where you don't even need to consider them decisions. It's more or less like decisions are made and you acted like you chose. I guess is a good way to say it. Like that again. I'm acting like I chose to do that. You know what I mean? That's a idea that I chose to do that. But did it not just happen? Free of identity, free of choice. This weird stuff I'm talking about. And like I said, if this seems all patchy, which it does to me, it's because I haven't even elaborated on this concept or idea that am I making decisions right now? Does anybody make decisions? Choices? And when I sit here in silence, I really am just I keep being brought back to, what's happening to me right now. What just made me stop talking, because it took a sort of attentive effort to come out of that and start speaking again, right? Did I choose to just stop talking mid sentence and think in silence or whatever? Like, I guess these beads are a good example how at first it seems like you're choosing to, you need to pay attention to running one at a time and keeping up with a mantra to go with it, and, oh, shit, I missed one, or go back, or I didn't say the mantra for this bead or something like that. But after a while, it's just kind of like a rhythm going on that your muscles and your senses and the mantra internally all line up with each other, and they all synchronize to the point where it's all in sync and it's smooth and uninterrupted, and it doesn't at that point, it doesn't feel like it's a task I'm doing or I'm consciously doing it. It's just part of the experience going on, if that makes any sense. And it just becomes a sort of background or overlay. But once again, it's something I'm doing. But it doesn't feel like that after doing it for a while. If we just look at the raw experience, mine being this phone with my appearance on it that I'm watching, and everything around me, and for you, if you're watching this video on YouTube after I've posted it, if you just experience that, you know, what decisions are going on? Are you in a constant state of deciding? Because that's where a lot of anxiety comes from. Being in a perpetual state of thinking you're the one having to choose and do everything. Now, if that's what was going on, I don't think you'd have the ability to step aside from even feeling or thinking like that. If that's what was going on, you shouldn't be able to dissociate and literally feel as if there is nobody doing it. You know, it's just happening. I'm kind of getting a Tao quote coming to me right now. I believe it's nothing gets done and nothing is left undone. It's what that's saying is there's not somebody getting it all done. There's not somebody doing it all. It's all getting done. And because of that, nothing is left undone. But there's nobody getting it done. If you can hear that shit, I hope you don't mind my moments of silence. You know, where there's no content coming in. I'm just trying not to feed the camera bullshit. All right, fine. Let's play with words. Do I choose what's bullshit and what's not bullshit? Am I in here going? Okay. Hold on. Sorry, I thought I heard something. Um, am I all up here going? This is what's bullshit, and this isn't, and this is what isn't bullshit. There's something to think about. I was going to post this as a video called, you know, are we making decisions, but or like who's doing the decision making or something like that. But now the direction it's kind of gone, I kind of just want to make it a freestyle philosophy video where it's just talking and being. And don't get me wrong, the beginning topic definitely kick-started me into wanting to just talk about shit. But now I feel like two things actually. I can't really, I don't want to go on about decision making. I could, but it's just kind of like cliche stuff. But I also don't want to stop making a video. So I was like, screw it. Freestyle philosophy. But I can't get too just. It's like we're hanging out on video now. It's like we're not even talking about anything. You just watch my video to hang out with me. Which would be pretty friggin' funny. Pretty funny. You're not trying to get anything out of it. You're not trying to learn something. You know, you're not trying to get somewhere, right? You are just here to hang out, right? Expectation. That's a good one. What do you expect out of watching these videos? What do I expect out of posting the videos? I could tell you I could tell you what I expect out of it. For it to get some views. See, I guess I don't put too much thought into those types of expectations, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to sit here and say I don't have expectations. You know what I mean? I damn well expect I'm going to wake up tomorrow, you know. I better wake up. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. But yeah, I don't really put expectation towards like I guess just tiny stuff like if I'm gonna work really long or have a short day, you know, work a really long day or have a short day, I don't put any expectation towards either. I don't expect it to be a short day, nor do I expect it to be there for a long time. You know, are you supposed to have expectations? Like, do expectations help you in any way? What do expectations do for you? They probably give you a. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, I don't know how to put it other than bittersweet. That you can either get a rush out of expecting something because it happened, what you expected, or feel fucking terrible inside because what you expected happened. So it's more so like a, you know, you want to add this onto the happening. You want to add a whole category of expectations too. You already have, you know, fears and desires and attachments and, you know, delusions. You want some expectations too? Bam. Throw that on there. Okay, like here's a good one. Here's a little thing that I have a huge expectation for, and it's sus. Having jewel pods at the ready all the time. So I don't have so I'm not in that, oh shit, I need my nicotine thing, you know what I mean? That's a far out expectation. And just habit to begin with, but just that little mindset right there that I'm always expecting to have pods, you know. And it's not like I get happy when I do because I always have pods. But when I run out, you know, get down to that last one and I need to go out and get some more. Since my expectations are always that I have them, I know when I'm out and it's a shit feeling because I expected to have more, but oh shit, I got caught dry, you know. And I didn't time it up right to just continuously have them. Just a random little thing there, but that's, you know, we have expectations in little areas that we don't even pay attention to, like how people treat us. We expect people to treat us a certain way. That's a fucking big one. That's a big one. If you say something, you expect somebody to listen and or answer you, you know, reply to you. If you do something nice for somebody, you expect them to thank you and or like you now, you know. The expectations tie you up because, you know, like, I'm just thinking more or less a social expectation. It's kind of like uh, I don't know. It's almost like they don't even care what's going on as long as you meet their expectations. You know what I mean? I don't know why it took me so long to think of that, but that's kind of the idea, I guess, is that, like, as long as you fit into their expectations of how somebody standing in front of them should be, they couldn't give a shit what's going on because that's what they expect, you know? You know, that's what they expect of somebody. So I guess this is a good way to tie in expectations and decision making, which have been my two just fucking main points. Um, do they help? Does consciously thinking you're deciding something help? Does expecting a certain thing help? Because remember, they're both, like I said, bittersweet. You either are right on the money or you fucked up big time. You feel terrible. I mean, you feel great or you feel terrible. I've just decided I'm gonna get up, go grab my jewel real quick. Oh, I missed those decisions. I swear to God, I didn't just decide to pull that out and whip it. That's the shit I'm talking about. Who is this ghost decision maker? And I'm not talking about the one that randomly pops up and acts and pretends like it's the one running the show. When I say ghost decision maker, I mean the one that's doing all this shit for you that you don't even pay attention to because you're egoically separated from it because you're you know what I mean? And you're doing all this. This is my body. This is my decisions, my mind, my thoughts. Who, my who's my, who's me, who's I? And how is it not inclusive in fucking everything else you're experiencing? How is it possibly this, you know what I mean? I'm me, and this is all mine, and this is my body, this is my thoughts, this is my emotions. Where are you? Are you like an inside out atom? You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm fucking talking about, but just the fact that you can not be there to make the decisions just shows me I'm not the one making all these decisions. Decisions are made, and there is a psychological phenomenon that thinks I am doing this. And when I say that, I don't mean I mean a literal thought. I can do this. I'm choosing this. I choose this one. Where does the decision making stop? Like, I didn't just decide to run that nicotine through my system. But, we could conceptualize something's deciding to do all that, recognizes it and transports it and whatnot. But if we could just settle for a second and call that just, what's happening, things seem a lot more subtle and a lot more one. Rather than this infinite part thing, it's just one thing. It's just one. It's what is. Ram Dass put it well. One is only one when you're looking at it from two. When you merge into one, it's zero, essentially. It's only one when you're looking at it from a suspended vantage point. And we don't catch ourselves when we do that. I'm up here looking down on it all saying, look at all that oneness. But where am I? What am I? I guess, like Alan Watts said, it's a matter of trust in the universe, that things go on without identity. Things go on without you needing to be there to tend to them. It all just happens. It all just gets done, you know. What you desire leads you to try and achieve what you desire. What you fear leads you to try and push it away, run away from it, and reject it. It's all getting done. Your desires are changing, your fears are changing. Therefore, the actions you are making, are changing. Now, you're in for a hell of a ride if you think you're doing all that. You must be exhausted. In a way, it's like sleep. To just, be silent in the experience and not auditorily silent, but, not compulsively separating, organizing, and categorizing things. Because once that at least slows down, it's like reality pops into view. The moment pops into view and slows down for you. You can catch a grasp on what's happening. And you can see as a part of this reality that there is an aspect of this reality that's thinking about it. Thinking about what's going on. Worrying about what's going on. Choosing what to do and what not to do. Collecting and subtracting, physically and mentally. You just begin to realize there's an aspect of reality that does that. There's an aspect of reality that thinks all that's in here, There's an aspect of reality that thinks, this is my body. I don't like calling them different, but that's the only way to recognize the shifting patterns of reality is to call them different. There's different aspects of reality. Not separate. Not of their own. But reality. That too. That too. And that too. And that too. I think that's Tatwamasi. And that too. And that too. You could call it a mantra. You could call it a recognition. Oh yeah, and that too. And that too. It's going on. It's constant. The recognition of all the aspects of reality. There's an aspect of reality that's recognizing the aspects of reality. Now, how long do you think like that before you fucking, get tired of it? Oh my god. This, enough of the thinking about how it all is and why it is and, who's this, what's that? But sadly, not sadly, but maybe at first when you realize that that's the ego. The thing that gets tired of hearing about all that stuff. But you're the thing that's tired of it is the thing that's looking and creating and receiving it all and look, you know what I mean? It's perpetuating its own and when you see that, it brings you right back to the truth of ego and what's going on. Just don't think you're the one getting tired of it or the one thinking about it, because both are exhausting. And I'm talking from what I experienced, because you know, you think I'm repetitive. Think how much I have to fucking listen to it. And I guess I could say that it's just, just different, fireworks of reality. What's going on happening, and they shoot off, they're ignited, they shoot off, they blow up and sparkle with colors, and then they, dissipate. And all these, I'm tired of this. Ooh, let's learn about this. Ooh, let's make a video about this. Ooh, let's do this. Let's do that. Oh, I'm tired of that. Get away from me. I'm just gonna go back to, all that stuff is just. And there is awareness of all of it. Of all of it. That isn't the ego. That isn't the fireworks. That isn't the what's being pushed and pulled, desire and fear. Is just awareness of it all. And, you can be a sneaky motherfucker and identify with it, but you just pull the awareness. You personify the awareness. You can't be awareness. Awareness bees, as I've heard it put so funnily. So, just real quick, I'm going to get a little personal. These videos are really supposed to be informal and not directed in any way, and not, I guess there's not really a point to it. If you're listening to this right now, you don't need to look for the meaning of what I'm saying. You can relax. You can just be bored or interested, but just stay, and I don't mean keep watching the video, but I mean just stay with what's happening. Don't get pulled by the, oh, he's not saying stuff, or oh, he's not talking about things clearly, or even, wow, he must get it. Wow, he really understands things, Even through video, we can just, be as we are. I may not be seeing you watching it, but there's this weird feeling that I'm talking to you, which I've personally noticed watching videos of people that say things like that, because it can sometimes feel like you're having a conversation with somebody. So when I feel I'm at a point where I'm thinking about what to say, I always feel that's a good stopping point, and I could probably just dive off into something else, but I think I'm going to call it here. Um, Thank you all for watching, if you've made it this far, and if you have, let me know how you like these freestyle philosophy videos of just basically just witnessing my mind racing and saying stuff and acting certain ways and thinking it's somebody and whatnot. But I hope you get a kick out of it. I hope you see something in it, maybe, whatever it may be. And again, thank you for watching. I will be back with more, and maybe it'll be a formal video. So thank you.